So this is the September 2022 Restricted Masters Heat 3. Heat 1 and Heat 2 I'd qualified 4th, but I had a problem with the throttle cable and the engine, so had to get that fixed for this heat. Anyway, so we start. So I'm starting at the back, which was basically 13th. I was having a real difficulty with my engine in terms of it not heating up and being a little bit slow at the start there, but anyway, I catch up on the brakes again. And coming into this corner, I'm just trying to be really careful because I don't want to run into anybody. And I got Dylan in front of me. There's a lot of jousting for position. And then I think I've pretty much settled on one of the final positions. I tried to get this guy, but he just got a little bit better run than me out of the corner. And as I said, when the engine's a bit cool in the beginning, then it does take a while for it to get the straight line speed working. Anyway, I'm just trying to line this guy up for the last corner, but then he brakes there on the end of the onto the straight, so I had to back out of it and lost my momentum. And for some reason, it was really sliding out a lot at that corner. I keep losing a bit of momentum, but anyway, just lining him up here. Oh, I went way off there. And in the first two heats, I'd had a lot of issues with the, as I said, the throttle cable and the spark plug not firing. So at this point, I was really just trying to test the kart to see if it was going to work properly. And it's amazing how when you get stuck in traffic, how difficult it is to get through, because I don't feel like I'm really even getting that close to this guy. I keep closing him in on the brakes and then losing him on the straights. And I'm thinking, oh man, this is going to take forever to get through here, because they just seem to be like one after the other. And then coming into here, oh no, it's not this corner. Okay, so I get alongside him a little bit, but again, he's just pulling away from me as I get alongside. And through that corner, it's completely flat. I just had the chassis repaired, so I got rid of the bend that I've had for the last couple of races. So I've found that the oversteer is not as bad as it used to be. So a lot of these, even that last corner, I'm really finding it's a lot easier to just go straight through without taking off the throttle at all. But again, I'm stuck, and I don't know why I kept sliding out there. I think I was trying to get on the power too early because I wanted to try to get him at the next straight. And I'm thinking, man, this is lap 3 already and I haven't gotten anywhere. And then, uh-oh, bang. And again, my favorite corner where I always seem to run into people, someone spins on me. So I think what happened there is he got a little bit close to Dylan, and then he just spun. Maybe being a P-plater, he's just spun it. But fortunately, I think there wasn't any damage apart from my front bumper had a little bit of a bump in it. And now I'm thinking, I've got to catch these guys again. So it hasn't been the best weekend so far, because like I said, the first heat I qualified 4th and I was running 4th. Felt really comfortable with the leaders, and then I had a problem with the throttle cable slipping and the spark plug, as I said, and so I just had to retire. And then the second heat, same problem again. I hadn't noticed the throttle cable at that point, and I was just on 3/4 throttle the whole way around, so I finished like 10th or something in that race. So this is the first race where I'm thinking, okay, I can really go for it, but I've got a lot of deficit to catch up. So who is this in front of me? I'm not sure who this is actually. Don't think I've met him before, but anyway, we'll see how quickly we can catch up. He's a P-plater. And this is my 7th event. So I've been racing for about a year, I think. And it was really disappointing in qualifying. I was just a couple of tenths off the leaders. So I do feel like with the chassis repaired, I've actually made up a lot of ground. And I felt quite comfortable. I could have been there maybe in 4th position. But as it is, I'm in 13th or something here. And just came up the inside. He got a little bit leery on the corner before, so that helped me. And then just trying to look and see who's next up the road. I think that's Dylan. Yeah, so this is Dylan again. Who was just ahead of me when I ran into the other guy. And I've noticed since got the kart fixed, got rid of the bend that was in there, I've been able to go up the hill a lot faster than before, because it used to twitch a lot. And then coming really heavy into that corner, just trying to be as smooth as possible. So Yeah, let me know if you can notice it on the on-kart footage, whether or not you think my oversteer is less than in the other races, because I've certainly noticed a big difference driving around, that it's not sliding out as much. And I think once the engine's warmed up, it's not actually losing that much to the other engines, because I'm running the Rotax and everybody else is running an X30. So in the beginning, the first few laps, I feel like there's a bit of a deficit until that engine gets properly warmed up and it starts to hit that keynote where it really fires up. And then I feel like I can match them on the straight. So I'm catching Dylan a little bit here. Oh, that's right. And then we see these guys, Nick and somebody else has spun, and I was thinking Dylan was hesitating a lot there, and I got a little bit of a run on him and managed to go down the inside. So yeah, that's a really dangerous situation when people spin and are facing towards you. You don't know what they're going to do. They might spin it into you, or they might roll backwards or forwards. So it's really difficult to actually judge how fast you should go. So yeah, Dylan will probably learn from experience to say, like, don't do anything silly. And then I think that's the end, actually. Maybe one more lap. But I think maybe the last one. And pretty much everybody's off into the distance, so there's not much more I could do there. I think I actually finished 8th in the end, out of 14 or something, having started from the back. So yeah, that's the end of that one. So let's go on to Heat 4 and see what shenanigans I get up to there.